What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Florida Panthers franchise mode. Last episode, we went on a awesome winning streak, and then we went on a terrible losing streak that's left us basically on the inside looking out, though, of the Atlantic Division. We could possibly fall out of the Atlantic Division with one loss, and it's crazy to think of it that way. But if you look at the standings, that's what it's like. Look at Montreal. Look at Tampa Bay. They're right there. Even Buffalo, depending on their games played, they can definitely catch us too. So we're definitely not safe here in this position we are in right now. So we do need to climb back up through the standings and possibly pass Ottawa, like where we were at the beginning of the season as the #1 team for the Atlantic Division. We need to get back to that position. Anyways, last episode I did ask you guys last episode I did ask you guys how we should improve the team, and there was a few comments on the video that I am going to go over right now. The first comment is from Mr. Jazzy1018, and it's: you need to pick up an 86 plus defenseman. Your offense is playing defense, which is why they are not scoring. Trade Keith Yandel. Well, he is still worth something because he's getting $6 million till he's 36. And he also added to that, go to Vancouver or Columbus for a D-man. So I do agree with upgrading our defense, but moving Keith Yandel may not be as easy as it sounds, especially for a 86 overall defenseman. That could be a problem. Now, depending on whether Ottawa or Columbus is a playoff team, we're not going to trade to a non-playoff team, or we're not going to trade to a contending team. Columbus right now is a contending team, so we are not going to trade to them. Vancouver, they are listed as a rebuilder, so I will be willing to take a defenseman from Vancouver. The question is who? Let me sort by trade value and see what we can get. Okay, Christopher Tanev is their highest valued defenseman. Ben Hutton, Alexander Edler, Eric Gabranson. We could bring Mr. Gabranson back to Florida. Wouldn't that be nice? What now? Wouldn't it? But he's 84. We do need someone who can handle the first line minutes. Although I do have faith Eric Gabranson could take the first line minutes over. He is injured, and I would like someone who's actually a point scorer, not a defensive defenseman. Maybe for the top 4, we could get someone like Eric Gabranson, but I need someone who's like an elite defenseman. As of right now, I'm not seeing anybody like that here in Vancouver, unfortunately. So maybe we shop around and see if we can find another team that's basically out of it. Winnipeg looks like they could be out of it. Jacob Trouba is another defenseman we could definitely go after. 6 points in 40 games, though. I'm not digging that too much. We need someone to get the offense jump started. We could get grab Josh Morrissey, though, for sure. I love Josh Morrissey in this game. He grows to be like 89 overall in 3 years. Just such a good player when it comes to the simulation. So Winnipeg, that's the option. Jacob Trouba. Let's check out another team that's listed as rebuilders. Toronto Maple Leafs. They're an Atlantic Division team. So I try not to trade with Atlantic Division teams. Even though Jake Gardiner would not be a bad pickup for us. He's a top 4 two-way defender, 26 years old. He's got decent offensive stats. He's making $4 million for 3 years. It's pretty cheap compared to Keith Yandel. Saved $2 million. He's 85 overall, 6'2", 200 pounds. That's not bad. So I'm gonna add that to the list. Jake Gardner. He's definitely someone we could acquire. Maybe they need a veteran there in Toronto to get the young guys going at a better pace. It looks like Philly's hopeful, so they could still make the playoffs. I'm not really seeing anybody here that I'd be very interested in. I mean, Radko Gudas would be good for a top 6 like it says. He's more of like an enforcer type guy. But he's not going to help us. He only has 1 point on the season. I mean, he's 26. He's not going to grow anymore. We need that top line guy. Let's see here. Anybody else listed as hopeful? We have the Islanders. They look like they're still on a playoff spot, but they have defensemen that they're not willing to trade. I already know. It would take an arm and a leg to get Nick Leddy away. Same with Johnny Boychuk. Their trade value is way too high up there. What about New Jersey? Let's see who they have to offer. Okay, Andy Green would not be bad. John Moore, or even Merle. I would love to get someone like Damian Severson. That's obviously not going to happen. John Moore would not be bad. He's got the high top 4 potential. 84 overall, 26 years old. It'd be easier just to acquire. What is it? Is it John Merle? Yeah, John Merle. I mean, but he's a defensive defenseman. I need that two-way guy. So is John Moore. Wow. Okay, so never mind. Scratch both those names off the list. They're not going to help us here. Let's see. Any other teams listed as like hopeful? Edmonton. They look like they're a playoff team though. They really don't have anybody on the defense. I mean, we could get Adam Larson. Him and Aaron Ekblad would be that sick pairing. I mean, 4.1 for 5 years. He's 24. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like Adam Larson would get that good. We're definitely add him to the list of potential trades. But I'm not going to go after him for no reason. I don't think Detroit really has anybody besides Cronwall and Mike Green. I mean, we could acquire Mike Green. He's cheap. No, he's not. I thought he was cheap. I'm thinking of Thomas Vanek when it comes to contracts from Detroit. 5.9 for 2 years. Jeez, man. He's making some nice money as an old vet. Yeah, I'd rather not acquire him. Danny DeKaiser would not be bad, but he's a top 4. We need that elite guy. Nicholas Cronwall is that guy. Even though he's listed as a top 4, but his window to win is this year. And I feel like we're a playoff team, but I don't want to like completely stack the team for Cup Finals this year. Okay, Dallas. This could be one for sure. John Klingberg. Ooh, he's injured. That'd be a great pickup, even though that's obviously not going to happen. That'd have to be a blockbuster trade. Dan Hemuse would not be bad. The Hammer. Hetherington. He's 76 overall. They really don't have anybody else after that drops off. They're struggling pretty bad. Colorado. Maybe go after Tyson Barrie. His trade value is through the roof, though. That's not going to really go through very well. Even someone like Eric Johnson would not be bad. He's 28 years old. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. I mean, we could attempt to. How many points does he have? He only has 8 points in the season. What about Tyson Barrie? Tyson Barrie has quite a bit of points. I mean, I would like to potentially make a trade for Tyson Barrie, but his trade value is just too high up there. Another team that's listed as hopeful that could be a possible trade is Calgary. They have a lot of good defensemen over there in Calgary. I mean, maybe they want to add another veteran defenseman to the team, even though they have Mark Giordano. I would love Tyson Barrie or Dougie Hamilton, but obviously that we're not going to be able to acquire them. Their trade value is way too high. I think that's it. Oh, Carolina is another one. They don't have anybody under Justin Falk and Noah Hannafin, and none of them are really top line ready quite yet. Justin Falk is, but his trade value is through the roof. They wouldn't trade Justin Falk anyways. We're gonna need a blockbuster trade here. I want to try not to trade with an Atlantic Division team. Rebuild it. What about Arizona? I don't think they have anybody besides OEL. Goligoski, he would be good for like just a rental player. I don't know how long his contract is signed for. I feel like it's for like 3 years, 5 years. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, man. I mean, we're running out of options here. Edmonton's listed as hopeful. Anaheim is listed as hopeful. Now they have a plethora of great defensemen, and they have some good defensemen coming up too. So I actually do want to make a trade with the Ducks here. I would love either Hampus Lindholm or Sami Vatanen. I'd be happier with Lindholm because he's younger, but that might not happen. He's a top 4, 86 overall, 5.2 for 6 years. You know, we're going to try it. We're going to try to push our luck here and get Hampus Lindholm. Now, we're going to give up a lot for this guy. Okay, Keith Yandel is definitely a piece that we will give to them for Hampus Lindholm. Now, this is an elite defenseman. This is the defenseman that could play next to the Ekblad probably their full careers. These guys could be career defensemen. Lindholm's 22, Ekblad's 20. So, I believe Ekblad's 20. He's 20 or 21. I'm pretty sure he's 20. Yeah, he's 20 right now in the game. So, we're going to have to throw someone else in there interested. We're definitely going to have to make this trade worthwhile for them. So, right, they want Riley Smith. We could dump that huge contract, that $5 million for 6 years contract. I don't know, but I still want to give Riley Smith a chance. Well, let's see who else we can throw in there that has him. trade value. That Ang guy has some decent trade value. We're going to throw him in there as well, as I'm not really interested in keeping him. Now, since this is such a big trade going down, we're going to have to give them a first from next year for sure. So our 2018 first for sure. I assure you we're going to be in the playoffs by then. I want to keep this year's because this year's probably the deepest draft we're going to have. This trade could already go through, but just to sweeten the touch just a little bit, just that way they can't say no, we're going to give them our third round pick for this year. No, we're going to give them Arizona's third round pick for this year. Would this trade go through, Sami Vatanen for Keith Yandel, Jonathan Ang, a first and a third. Actually, let's try a second first. I feel like a second could go through as well. Maybe we do this year's second because we have two. Would this trade go through? Rejected. Okay, so yeah, instead of the second, it's gonna have to be a first. Unless we do instead of a third. No, because I would like a. We'll just do a second, or a second and a first. That may, yeah. I mean, let's try it with just the first, and go from there. If that goes through, that's great. If not, we're definitely up that third to second. Would this trade go through? Trade rejected. Okay. However, considering the need of this, well, we don't think it makes sense to take on the salary of Keith Yandel. Okay. So they don't really want Keith Yandel. So let's up the ante to the second. See if that just sweetens the deal just a touch. If it does, great. If not, we're going to have to look for somebody else. Rejected. Okay, they don't want to take on the contract of Keith Yandel. I don't blame them, man. It's a long contract. But what if instead of giving them... What if instead of Keith Yandel, what if we can hang on to Keith Yandel? I know salary cap-wise that's dumb to say. But they're also interested in Jason Demers. His contract's not nearly as long as Keith Yandel's. And he's cheaper, too. That's 4.5 for 5 years. We're still dumping some cap, and Keith Yandel's still going to take some time to get rid of, but it's not like he's bad. Keith Yandel's still like a great defenseman. He just won't be playing next to Ekblad. He'll be playing next to probably Mark Pysyk or Michael Matheson. Maybe he can spark the young gun and Michael Matheson. So, I believe this trade could go through if we use Jason Demers instead of Keith Yandel. Jason Demers is... he's going to make the salary cap a little bit wonky here, unfortunately. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. So Jason Demers, Jonathan Ang, a first, a second for Hampus Lindholm. We are going to down the first to a third to see if that goes through first. And if it does, we'll make it go through. If not, we'll change it to a first. So would this trade go through just like it is? Hampus Lindholm for Jason Demers, basically, and some prospect and some picks. Trade rejected. Okay, so we're going to have to make this third of first for sure. Unless we make this second of first and try to push our luck with that. That could possibly go through. Here we go. Would this go through like this? Yeah, I guess Rio Barrow moved down. Trade accepted. Hey, look at that. We have Hampus Lindholm. So that is huge. That's going to shake the locker room up that we traded away Jason Demers. But Keith Yandel stayed. Jason Demers is a quality player, but we acquired another quality player as well. So let's go to roster moves and look at our cap space. That is going to be an issue. Go to edit lines. Ooh, okay. Make more roster moves. So whoever we have scratched, we are going to have to throw down. So it's sorted by overall right now. Who do we have scratched? Michael Scarbosa. We're going to have to send him down for sure. Oh, he's going to have to go through waivers, though. It says he's on a two-way deal, but he's going to have to go through waivers. That makes no sense. Okay, we're sending Dennis Mulligan down then. Boom. Just like that, we're good. So, we're going to go edit lines. And let's see what we got here. Okay. We're going to roll best lines. Boom. That's what it's giving us right now. I do want Jonathan Marchessault on the first line with Barkov and Huberdeau. Actually, no. Let's leave it like this because we were rolling when Marchessault was playing next to Thomas Vanek and Vincent Trocheck. So we're going to leave it like that. Nick Bukestad is doing awesome things, by the way. Just FYI. And then on the defense, look, this defense just got better. Like, it improved by overall, because, yeah, Jason Demers was 85 overall. No, he was 84, but now Keith Yandle's better, and he can help out the young guy, Michael Matheson, out just a little bit more, and Petrovic and Pesek down there on the bottom pairing. Hampus Lindholm is going to grow fast next to Aaron Ekblad, I assure you that. He's going to put points up, too. So, we can't go wrong the way this is right now. Goalies, obviously, Bobby Lou and James Reimer. And we still have 2 scratch people. I should just send Rito Berra down. We don't really need him up here. I'm not worried about that right now. When an injury comes up, we're focused on that. That's one trade made. Now, another trade I do want to make that I'm not going to make unless we really, really need to is dumping that contract of Riley Smith. Now, he makes a lot of money, but he's not doing good for us. I feel like if we can replace him with someone better, maybe send him to a team that wants him, that can afford him, which is very rare. I mean, we could send him to Buffalo. Would they be willing to give somebody up, though? I highly doubt it. Yeah, just Brian Giunta. That's definitely not worth it. I mean, hey, give us Dmitry Kulikov, am I right? Anyways, yeah, that's not going to happen. We could send Carolina. He would be good in Carolina, man. He could progress with the younger players too, so it would not be bad. I would like to acquire a third liner though. I'd prefer to acquire a right wing. I just lost all train of thought right there when I was trying to talk. See, they don't really have anybody who's like a third liner. I mean, I guess Lindholm could be Elias Lindholm. He's listed as a third liner. He's a playmaker, 22 years old. I know he's fast. 10 goals, 12 assists. He's cheap. You know what? I said this team needs a shake-up. We're going to give it that shake-up. Riley Smith for Elias Lindholm. This is not going to go through straight up. So we are going to have to add something here. Is there any prospects at all they're interested in that we are not going to need? Okay. I want to keep Adam Mesterin. He gets decent. I like Adam Mesterin. Linus Nassoon. We'll throw him on there. And we'll also throw... Oh, I don't want to separate the AHL team up. I don't want to break the AHL team up. Even though they're doing pretty bad. Goalies, match and block. We're not giving away Reimer or Samuel Montague. Those are... One's a project, one's not really a project. Hey, we could give you guys our third from this year. Boom. How about that? Nasson, a third, and Riley Smith for Elias Lindholm. I mean, we could try it without Nasson, see if that goes through. No, okay, let's try it with Nasson, see if that goes through. Or you know what? No. Let's try it with Arizona's second. Would that go through? No, crap. I forgot to take the third off. Son of a gun. Oh, my God. I forgot to take the third off. We overpaid for him. Are you kidding me? And now the morale's all screwed up. Ah, that makes me so mad. Okay, I messed up. I'm sorry, guys. That sucks. Yeah, we dumped Cap. I mean, he's a good third liner. Man, that's so frustrating when that happens. That just sucks so bad, man. Oh, man. I can't believe I just did that. I feel so stupid. Well, there's Elias Lindholm. He's right there. He's a playmaker. Hey, if we have to, we can throw him up here with Trocheck. Maybe he can get Trocheck going. Trocheck's having a hard time going here. He only got 7 goals. And Bukestad on this third line, 7 goals, 19 assists. I think he's on the power play, though. That could be why. Yeah, he's on the second power play, so that is why. Why is Petrovic on the power play? You see, these are the things I need to start looking for. Alex Petrovic is not an offensive-minded defenseman at all. He's a defensive defenseman. Keith Yandle. Who else can I throw? Let's throw Michael Matheson up here with Aaron Ekblad. Give the kid some power play time. Maybe that'll give him a spark for him to grow. Michael Matheson. There we go. 4-man power play. Yandle. That's fine. See, I'm okay with him being there. Penalty kill. Lindholm. Okay, 3-man penalty kill. Okay, perfect. Only thing that sucks now is now we have 2 Lindholms on the team. So when one scores, I'm just going to yell out the other one's name. I already know I'm going to do that in like a playoff situation. if we make playoffs, which we are going to. I promise you that. Anyways, so this team, yeah, one overall was downgraded, one was upgraded, but we do have some salary cap now to move around here at the trade deadline that's coming up very, very shortly. So I just blew like 15 minutes, so let's get some simulation done. Alright guys, before we do some simulation, there was some player meetings we got to go to. Huberto, probably unhappy with a trade. That's something I should be proud of lately. Okay, so his performance is definitely something to be proud of late. We're going to be motivating with him. You've been nailing it lately, but I still think you can do better. He liked that. Okay. I'm not too thrilled with you trading away Jason Demirs. We're going to... It was a hard decision. I'm sorry it affected you in that way. Not affected. Okay. Being traded is a big change. I'll make you proud of your choice. Okay. We know you can bring a lot to the table, which is why we traded for you. Go prove it. Okay. Does not like your motivational tactics. Okay, then you're going to try with Mr. Lindholm. We're going to be motivating again. Okay, so both Lindholms are not softies. Note taken. Okay, so that's fine. Let me manage the AHL lines real fast, and then we'll hop into some simulation. Alright guys, back to the simulation. First game with our new players here against Winnipeg. Let's see how this game goes here in Winnipeg. The locker room's kind of shaking up, so hopefully Lindholm scores a goal. Both Lindholms. Here we go. First periods, Patrick Laine and Jonathan Huberdeau. Second periods, UC Jokinen, and then Perreault gets a pair, and Dustin Byfuglien. Third periods, Jacob Trouba. So 5-2 victory for the Jets. Ooh, that one hurts. Come on, guys. You know what? We're supposed to this game against Boston. They're a pretty good team here in the Atlantic Division, and it's 2 points we could use. So let's win this one in regulation. We have the same. They have played more games than us actually. First period here against Boston, Nick Bjugstad and Zdeno Chara. Second periods, Alexander Barkov and Brad Marchand, and then in the third periods, Thomas Vanek puts us over by a goal, and in regulation, keeping them from getting that extra point. Awesome. See, Elias Lindholm has gained morale. See, he could grow to be someone who's fairly very good. So I like this trade because he's still younger. Riley Smith isn't old, but I mean, Riley Smith isn't gonna grow any more than he was. We beat New Jersey 5-2. See, we're rolling now, 3 in a row. We're still on a 4-game point streak. Islanders again. We will lose to them 4-2. CBJ up next, 5-2 victory. Amateur scout is calling. Let's see here. Scout the SHL for forwards for 3 weeks. And simulation will continue to roll on. Calgary up next. Let's see what this looks like. 5-2 victory. Player morale meetings. Alright guys, looks like Jonathan Huberdeau wants to meet with us. It seems the team is on a roll lately. We have to keep it up. He likes the motivating tactic. And there we go. So Jonathan Huberdeau likes to be motivated, and the Lindholms like to be yelled at. So I got you guys. Edmonton up next. Connor McDavid and Edmonton Oilers. 3-2 loss. Vancouver up next. Probably should slow sim that game. Let's see here. We will beat them in the shootout. How about that? Arizona Coyotes up next. Should be an easy W here. 4-1 loss. Come on, guys. Alright, big matchup here against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is actually falling out now, so we have a chance to cover some ground. Alright, guys, here we go. Let's cover some ground against Tampa Bay here. Get some more dirt between us and Tampa Bay. Build that hill up a little bit more. That way they have a steeper hill to climb. Here we go. First periods. There we go. Lindholm, Elias Lindholm, Keith Yandel, Thomas Vanek, UC Jokinen, Tyler Johnson. For them, we just chased Andre Vasilevsky out of the building. Second periods. Thomas Vanek gets one on Peter Budaj, and Plaquette gets one on James Reimer. Third periods. Look at that. We chase Budaj out of the building. Hampus Lindholm gets one. Jaromir Jagr, Sean Thornton. So pretty solid 8-3 victory over Tampa Bay. We solidified ourselves in the Atlantic Division now. Where do we sit? We're probably number 2 in the Atlantic Division. We are number 2, and we have a chance to go to number 1 here. Now, we lose a game, we could be back where Detroit is. So let's not get too happy with the standings right now. Not really worried about them. Jonathan Huberdeau, 49 points. What a beast, leading the team. So let's continue simulation here. 49 points in 50 games is pretty good for Jonathan Huberdeau, by the way. We're going to take it to the trade deadline here. Big game against Ottawa. This game could determine first place in the Atlantic Division coming out of the All-Star break. This is a big game right here. Let's see if we can take this victory right here. All we need is a win here in regulation, and we're number 1 in the Atlantic Division. Here we go. First periods. Scoreless. Second period. Nick Bukestad and Thomas Vanek. Third periods. Derek McKenzie, and we shut out the sorry guys. Ottawa Senators. I was thinking McDavid for some God knows reason. Then that will make us first in the Atlantic Division. Unless they played a game. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We are now taking forever to load. We're 28, 19, and 4, so we're number 2, so they do have a point on us. Why is this taking... I'm just going to save it just in case. Override current save file just in case something happens. Because I don't know why it's taking so long to load and everything, but I don't like this. So there we go. Ottawa is still in first. They have a game on us. That's probably why. Well, yeah, they played an extra game on us. So it's going so slow here. Come on, man. Work correctly. Okay, we're going to the trade deadline, as I said, and we may make a trade or two if we feel the needs to. Maybe stack up the 4th line some. Let's see here. Some player morale meetings. Jonathan Huberdeau again. This dude is really, it's nice to be part of a well-oiled machine. Management is really nailing it lately. I'm going to motivate you some more, man. There we go. So we figured out Jonathan Huberdeau. He's really social with the GMs here. I like that. Oh, we should slow him in that game against Anaheim. But, you know, that's fine. We will probably, hopefully, beat them. 4-3 win in the shootout. There we go. Mackenzie Wigar is injured. Assistant coach replaces best player. Yeah, that's in the AHL. So let's scout for defensemen for 3 weeks. Let's see here. LA up next. So another easy 2 points. Hold on, let me insert this guy back into the lineup. Alright guys, the simulation rolls on. LA Kings here. 5-3 victory. Easy 2 points right there. So let's just continue simulation. We will slow sim this game against... we're slow sim the game against Ottawa yet again. And see if we can get some space going here between us and other Atlantic Division teams. Solidify our playoff spot would be great. Nashville up next. 3-2 shootout win. I don't care if we give Western Conference teams points as long as we take the win. Vincent Trocheck is injured of back spasms March 13th. No. No, 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 no. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, Vincent Trocheck's gone until March 13th. Crap, I was afraid of this. Okay. I was just about to say we haven't had any injuries. Okay, so we're going to have to call somebody up. Do we have a center up? I don't think we do. Oh, Michael Scarbosa. Hey, he's going to get some 4th line time, Michael Scarbosa is. Because the AHL team, I mean, we could... I can't check the AHL team out until we fix this. This sucks. Go to roster moves. I can't go to roster moves. So I can't call somebody up. Oh, okay. Or I can. Okay, I was about to get mad, but say that's stupid. Oh, Jarrett McCann can make his debut down here, up here in the NHL. Depth forward, he's playing good down here. He's a +1. I mean, look at his point total in 42 points in 49 games. 2-way forward. Hey man, Jarrett McCann. He's got a 2-way contract. He's not eligible for waivers. As much as I would like to play Michael Scarbosa, we're going to need a center up here for a while, and Jarrett McCann's the guy. Sorry, Michael Scarbosa. But, you know, we're trying... This is tough right now. The AHL team's not playing too well, so it's not like it's terrible. I am going to play him on the 3rd line, though, and let Derek McKenzie, the captain, solidify the fourth line because they're not doing bad down there together on the fourth line. Sean Thornton has 4 goals. Career high. No, I'm kidding. I don't want him playing on the fourth line because I don't want to ruin him. We're playing him on the third line. So we will play Mr. Jarrett McCann. Welcome back to the NHL, Jarrett McCann. You get your call up. You're going to play next to Elias Lindholm. So that's going to be fun. He's a -9. Ouch. -4. Ooh, that's kind of bad. But you know what? It will be good because Nick Bukestad is coming to the second line to play next to Jonathan Marchessault and Thomas Vanek. How is Yager doing? 20 goals in the season. Barkov, only 12. Huberdeau, 24. Jeez, Huberdeau. Barkov really not doing very good when it comes to goal scoring, though. That's kind of throwing me off. Jonathan Marchessault, only 4 penalty minutes. Wow. 14 goals, 34 assists. Thomas Vanek, 13 goals, 26 assists. Trocheck must have been helping them out. Bukestad of 13 goals. Jokinen, 11 goals. Jarrett McCann, obviously, I don't know why I checked. 12 goals for Elias Lindholm. On the defense, Hampus Lindholm, 8 goals, 22 assists. 7 goals, 13 assists. I really hope Ekblad's point total will start to go up soon. Michael Matheson, how's he doing? Only 3 points next to Keith Yandel. That's very surprising. I mean, again, this may not be our year, but we will make playoffs. But obviously, the Stanley Cup may not happen this season. But our window to win hasn't opened yet. It's maybe in the next season or 2 it's going to open. So back to edit lines, and I need to find somebody to just throw in here temporarily. What about this guy, Harlick? And then we will play you on the bottom and throw Kyle Rao up there, and then Hodges there. Then Dennis Mulligan first line. There we go. Okay, that worked out great. Let's continue simulation. San Jose Sharks up next. 5-3 loss. Hopefully Vincent Trocheck comes back fast. Anaheim Ducks up next. 4-3 loss. Oh, you can tell we changed the lines up. 4-2 win against the Kings. We lost 2 straight right there. St. Louis up next. Overtime loss. We got a point. Edmonton Oilers 7-5 loss. Wow, we got this Western Conference road trips kicking our butt. Calgary 4-3 win. Okay. So if we win these games against, wow, look at Ottawa. They're taking advantage of us right now. That sucks. We are back in the 3rd place position. Those 2 games, ouch, that really hurt us. I mean, we are way ahead of Boston, but still, we don't want to play Montreal in the playoffs. I would rather play a wildcard team in the playoffs in Montreal. So here we go. Last 2 simulation games of the episode, and then we will roll on to trade deadline. Here we go. First period against Ottawa. Alexander Burrows and Elias Lindholm. Second periods. Ekblad, Marchessault, Bukestad. There we go. Clark MacArthur. Third period. Ekblad and Bukestad gets another one. And we will take that one 6-2. We have Ottawa's number this season, that's for sure. And next game, last game before the trade deadline, Elias Lindholm has a chance to go against the team that I'm pretty sure they drafted him, the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's see if he has any inside knowledge on their goalie's weakness. Let's see. First periods. Whoa, wow. 5-1. And he scores. How about that? That second line produces so well. Here we go. I might actually, because Barkov isn't scoring goals, maybe put Bukes. No, it's fine. Because he's probably winning the faceoffs. He's probably getting assists, so it's fine. As long as Huberdeau's scoring. But Yager's not scoring either, so maybe throw Marchessault back up there. Second periods. Huberdeau gets another one. Marchessault, Michael Matheson. Third periods. 11-3. I just had to call him out, right? That whole first line. 11-3 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes. Wow, get these guys player of the game cards. Barkov and Huberdeau. Huberdeau 6 points. Barkov 5. Yager 3. That first line came to play. That was for sure. What a game, guys. Well, that leaves us pretty confident rolling into the trade deadline. We have a chance to get more points up on Tampa Bay and Boston here coming up shortly. So the problem is, do we make a move? I know this video is getting long, so I don't want to go throughout the whole season. We're in the second place spot right now. We can definitely still win the Atlantic Division. And I'd say we have a 5-year window to win with this team that we have now. Yager, obviously, his window is like a year or two. We may not re-sign him because of his morale. And we could easily acquire someone like TJ Oshie for the first line in free agency if he does end up in free agency. Usiokin in his time's running out too. But, I mean, Hero is just opening up. Barkov is definitely just opening up. Bukestad just opening up. Lindholm, Marchessault, I mean, he still has a while. He's in his prime right now. I mean, we have some vets. It's either really young or really old. Ekblad has a wide window to win. Same with Lindholm. Yandels still has a few more years. Michael Matheson's just coming up. I mean, he's actually getting points now. Pesek's just getting there. Same with Petrovic. The only problem is Mr. Bobby Lou. That may be hurting him. The window to win for him is ending. James Reimer still has a little bit longer, but still. Let's check out the AHL team. How's Dennis Mulligan doing down here? Wow, nothing. Oh, he was scratched up here for a while. We'll check out the points and stuff like that. Let me check the defense. How's our prospects doing? McCoshen, he is coming up pretty nice. +6. There we go. This could be the replacement for Michael Matheson next season, man. He has better points than him. And then Jakob Kindle down here. Let's check out the goaltending. Samuel Montague, how you doing, man? .91 save percentage. 13 wins, 2 shutouts. Okay, so he's doing pretty good. He's only 20. He has a while to grow. Like, we don't need to rush him at all. Samuel Montague, as long as he's ready by the time not Yager, oh my god, Lou or Reimer go out, we should be good. And we still have Adam Wilcock down here, who's actually having a pretty bad season. Look at it, 2 shutouts though. He's only signed for a year. He could be decent. Samuel Montague is going to be fairly decent though. I say Samuel Montague gets to 86, 87 overall if we use him the way he should be used. There's a few players down here that I actually want to be playing that aren't. But you know, I am not worried about that right now. So, you guys need to comment down below. Should we acquire like a 4th liner to like bounce out Sean Thornton? I mean, the tough guy is something you must have in the playoffs. But I mean, maybe Colton Sevier. I mean, -7. Maybe improve the 4th liner. Maybe even get more like another depth defenseman. I mean, these guys are fine. I think our defense is fine. But it's up to you guys. You guys are helping me run this team. So comment if we should make a trade down below. And even so, it'd be for a rented player. I really hope Vincent Trocheck comes back soon. I mean, I really hope Vincent Trocheck gets going. Come on, man. You gotta step it up, Mr. Vincent Trocheck. Put up those numbers like you do in real life. Please. Press that like button down below if you did enjoy this video. Be sure to comment any ways to improve the team in your opinion. I read all the comments, you guys. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is a regular series on my channel now, and you will see lots and lots of it. I think I have more videos coming out later this week. You guys already saw episode 1 of this, obviously, and then a few days after that, you got the Division 1 gameplay. Now you get this. Maybe a Road to Glory up next. No promises on that. Maybe a pack opening for Offensive Team of the Year, which just came out tonight, and it looks sick. So, in case you guys don't know, I'm going out of town for a few days to register for college. So I'm recording this on the same day I recorded all my other videos, like the Division 1 title video or the Division 1 gameplay video. These are both recorded in the same day. So if there was a comment added, that's why I haven't read it or addressed it, because I'm currently out of town trying to register for college. So be sure to press that like button down below, comment your ideas to improve the team, and I'll see you guys in the next video.